So I'm thinking more about the principles of doing hard things and getting yourself to do those hard things, right? And one of the principles is I guess our need to really push ourselves in the beginning. It's a short-term push. So I like to think of it as like the white knuckling stage, right? So for years, and I mean probably the past, I don't know, 7, 8 years, I have been like lamenting that I can't lose the friggin' 10, 15 pounds, right? And I have been like, I'm just not motivated. Motivation is not the problem, right? And I try like these half-hearted, like, I'm going to do intuitive eating today, kind of thing. And it doesn't never really sticks and it never really works. And I just, every time I would look in the mirror and I started to have health problems, I just was like, how do I lose this weight? And it wasn't until I took a rather aggressive approach. I did what's called the Whole30 program under a functional medicine doctor. Because I was starting to have health problems. And when I did that white knuckle for 30 days, eat really, really clean. And by the way, you can hear my dog eating. But when I did that white knuckling for 30 days and just was like, I am going to do this. And then what happened in those 30 days is I rewired my brain, right? And so now my brain is like, I actually want broccoli, which I never have before in my life. And so if you're thinking about business and you're like, oh man, I really want to, be successful in business, sometimes you have to do really aggressive things to like get your brain to get on board. You have to go through the white knuckle period. So that white knuckling might be an aggressive coaching program. It might be an aggressive schedule where you're like, I'm going to stay up until 2 a.m. if that's what it takes. Not permanently, but as a temporary way to wire your brain to get those habits in gear so that you can start seeing success. And then after you're seeing success, it's much, much easier to just continue. And also the habits are formed. So sometimes you have to white knuckle.